Question number one. Produce the delegation of authority order from Congress which grants this agency the lawful authority to operate commercially on the land. Question number two. Produce the original promissory note. Remember, promissory note means contract. Produce the original contract, front and back, associated with the claim from your agency, entity, persons to the alleged borrower. Now, the reason why it's called a promissory note because it's a promise to pay. No different than if you pull out a bill. If you have a bill on you, if you pull it out, at the top it'll say this is this is legal tender for debt, meaning that it's a promise. Like if you have $5 or $10 in your pocket right now, and you go to the store, you buy something. Let's say you go to Best Buy, you buy a TV for $200. You didn't. So now people would think that they went and bought the TV for $200 with $200. No, you bought the TV with a promise to pay $200. You get it? Because that piece of paper isn't backed by anything. The piece of paper doesn't make the money. What makes the money is what is backing. The money is what's backing whatever currency we're using. So we're using the dollar, or we're using the US dollar or the Federal Reserve note in now time, 2015. But what is it backed by? We know that these bills are just being printed out by machines. They're just printed out. Tons of money. It's kind of crazy because if you can print your own money, then how the hell can you go into debt? But that's another lecture for it. All right, with a letter, which I will show here shortly, which proves that what I'm saying is valid. All right, I'm not just talking out of my ass because I don't have a contract with third-party collection agency. When I made the contract, it was between A and B. It was an A and B conversation. So how can a C company try to see their way into the conversation and try to collect when they weren't even in the original discussion to begin with? That's why I asked for a contract. Question number 3. Produce all bookkeeping journal entries associated with the claim to the alleged borrower. Question number 4. Produce all call reports and related notes made for the period covering the alleged claim. Question number 5. Produce the name and the address of the current accusers of this alleged claim. Because you have a right to see your accuser. And I will recite this for you. Criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. You have a right to meet your accuser. Article 6, Constitution, 1791, 1789 Constitution for the United States Republic of North America. Yeah, it's a republic, not a democracy. And I'm going to show you how it's a republic. Because we the people means the public. And the system of government is a republic. Think about that. Now, my response from Municipal Services Bureau. All right. And this is the notice that I displayed in my previous video. And just as a quick reference, this is just because as a demonstration, I want to show you guys how I would sign this thing here. Always red pen. Why? Represents blood. Means that the correspondence is coming from a natural living being. So this is how I sign my notices. next time you're in Office Depot or Staples, get yourself a fingerprint pad. Alright? That's my seal. Also red. Blood, baby. And it's not that I'm signing my life away. It's that I'm signing to let them know that life exists. So this is how I sign. I would sign. This is how I sign. Okay? Okay? You sign. And then you want to put it at the end so that it connects with the name, right? That way they can't lift the signature because the fingerprint is a part of my signature, so it can't be lifted and placed on something else. All right? That's how you sign things. And also, as another demonstration, when you're dealing in contracts in commerce, which for us means all contracts. All right, this is not a contract, this is a notice. But if this was a contract, let's say you get pulled over by a cop and then they give you a citation to sign. I know a lot of people will put themselves through the hassle of proving a point and fighting and not wanting to sign. Just sign the damn ticket. Is it really worth getting your car towed and being stuck there for another hour or so arguing with low class level servant who doesn't know the game? He doesn't know what's going on. So don't be mad at the policeman or the policewoman. Go to the boss. Don't waste your time arguing with the field worker. Go to the top and get to the boss. So just sign the damn ticket. But sign the ticket reserving your rights. So I'm going to show you how you reserve your rights. And what I write down, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Alright, so normally, this is how I would sign. Without prejudice. Sorry. UCC 1-103/308. And then, see, without prejudice means that you're signing while reserving your rights to not be compelled to perform under any contract or commercial agreements. All right, and also you're aligning yourself back into common law. That's what 1-103 does. It puts you back into the common law, which puts you also back into the constitutional fold of government. What 308 does, it reserves and protects your right beforehand. So if you sign the contract and there's undisclosed information, you're not, by signing it this way, you're protecting yourself. So even if you don't know about any undisclosed information or obligations, you're not how would I say this? You're not obligated to perform those because one, they weren't disclosed to you, and two, you reserved your rights from Jump Street in case there was anything you didn't know about. So without prejudice, UCC 1-103/ well, it should be 1-308, but you know, 1-103, 1-308. After this is done, then I will sign my signature over it. That's how you sign a contract reserving your rights. Now guess what? You're going to get some resistance. Some might say, well, you can't sign your contract. You can't sign like that. Well, who the fuck are you to tell me what my signature is? And that's the end of that conversation. You don't tell me how to sign. I sign how I sign. How can someone tell you what your signature is? Once again, slave mentality. You're free. You do how you do. You're unique in the universe. There's no one else in the world like you. So of course, no one's going to sign like how you sign. Alright? So don't worry about the resistance. It means you're doing something right. Now, the letter from this wonderful company right here, Municipal Services Bureau. You know, I asked them to respond to me in my proper person, and they still decided to do so using an all caps name, which is fine. That's cool. So let's read what they wrote here. Municipal Services Bureau is a private collection agency contracted by Tacoma, Washington. Debt, utilities, pre-collected. All right. MSB is in receipt of your recent request for reference number blah blah blah. We are currently investigating your request, meaning my affidavit, which I sent, my notice of discovery. That was my request. Your account will be suspended from collection activities until such time as the investigation is complete. If you need further assistance, please contact one of our representatives at blah 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 blah. My only question is, why the hell would I need further assistance? I don't have a contract with you guys. There is nothing I need from them. But you see how they try to save face and gracefully bow out, knowing that they don't have no rights to a claim because there's no contract. So this is what they do. See, we are currently investigating your request. Your account will be suspended from collection activities until such time as the investigation is complete. I wonder how long that's going to take. But this is my proof that I'm not just talking on my ass. So there you go. You can see it for yourself. Pause it and read it. Do what you got to do. What more you want from me? I spoke about it. I showed you I did it. Here's the proof. What more you want? So I ask again.